Yo, what's going on, everyone? My name is Cody Jones, and welcome back to another Spotify video. It's been a while since I've been doing these, but that's because as of lately, one, I've been sick, and two, there hasn't really been a whole lot of music to really review as of lately. But just recently, there's been some new stuff that came out that I've been really interested in discussing, including some albums that just came out. So you know what? Let's just get into it. But first, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below so you can be notified of new videos. Also, be sure to follow A P Thing Podcast on Spotify. Because honestly, man, you know what? I don't even have to fucking say it. But if you guys do follow, and if we get to a certain amount, 10, maybe 20 follows by New Year's Eve, I'll make an OnlyFans account. Yeah, you heard right. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, man. But yeah, man, I'll do that. But other than that, man, let's just get into it. There are some albums I've really been wanting to discuss as of lately, and one of them happens to be Nas's new album, Magic 3. Now, I've already reviewed Nas's other albums a while back, but honestly, man, unlike the Magic 1 and the Magic 2 album, which if I remember correctly, I don't think I really cared all that much for the Magic 2. I didn't really care for it all that much, but when Magic 3 came out, I was I was skeptical about this album, but at the same time, I was going to approach it with an open mind. And to my surprise, this shit completely blew me away. 15 songs, and I only dislike 2 or 3 songs on this. So honestly, man, 12 or 13 songs, that's an impressive album. And some of the features that were on this, like, as a matter of fact, I think there was only one feature on this entire album, which was with Lil Wayne with the song Never Die. This song was really dope. I was really fucking with it. Hit Boy worked on this album, and honestly, man, out of 15 songs, this shit was really dope. I was really fucking with it. I enjoyed it from beginning to end, man. This album, it was definitely fucking impressive. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. So you know what? To just start this video off, I'm going to give Magic 3, I'm going to give it a 9.7. 9.7 out of 10. This was a very enjoyable album. Next album I'm going to be discussing is The Wastelands by Bizzy Bone. Now, despite the fact that this shit was only 19 songs, I was not impressed. I fucking didn't like it. I mean, out of 19 songs, I only liked 4 songs on this. Hurt People featuring YBL Sinatra. And that was it. That was the only feature I liked on it. I'm a B.I. The Odyssey and Digital Fentanyl. This album was such a fucking disappointment. It was a straight up flop. I did not like this shit, not one bit. So for Bizzy Bones, The Wastelands, this just wasn't it. It really, this one was a very big miss for me. 2 out of 10. Sadly, this album was a 2 out of 10 for me. And then, from a while ago, Drink More Water, which I did post about on Instagram a while ago, by Jerry Robinson. This album was definitely the one for me. I really enjoyed a lot of it. Despite the fact that there was only 18 songs, I only liked 10 out of 8 or 10 out of 18. This one, I'm going to give it, well, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. You know, because again, this one was really, really dope. The Abyss by Dax. This one was really good. I was really digging it. And this shit was only 7 songs. This one was a 10 out of 10 as well. And finally, On Tip by Derek King. This shit was another 10 out of 10. So honestly, there was a whole lot of good shit that came out and a few disappointments that came out. And now, here we are with the... Okay, yeah, so now I'm going to be discussing some of the honorable music mentions. Starting off with North of Richmond by Chris Webby. I don't really know much about it. I've heard a whole lot of people releasing remixes for it though. Black and White with Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, and Dax. Restless by AK. And y'all know how I feel about the dude AK. Bombs Away, Chris Webby. Origin Story by Hobson. 17 by Jordan Lucas. I'm fucking waiting for this shit to come out. And honestly, in my opinion, I say it's a thing that Jordan has really been fucking lagging on it with this album. Affiliated by AK again. If I Was the Devil by High Res. Cat Food with a K by Lil Wayne. Gotti by Chris Webby. Superhuman by Vin J. I got a lot of respect for Vin J. This dude is really dope. I really fuck with his music. And I really like some of the features that he's done. You know, especially with people like Crypt and Chris Webby. You know, it's like Vin J is like that one artist that has a lot of songs that I do not dislike. That, like, this dude just delivers dopeness, you know. Nightmare, King ISO. I think there was another one that King ISO released a while ago. Young, that's what it was. Lickety Split, P. Louie. Loca, another one by AK. Raw Thought 6 by Chris Webby. No Excuses by Vin J. Batters by Peekaboo and Skrillex. 3x4 by Snow the Product. Perhaps by Guns N' Roses. I fucking love this one the most. The West by Mercules. Boyfriend by Usher. I've heard a lot about this one. I've never seen the video yet though. Your America by Tom McDonald. No One's Around by Mayday. I do want to say this about Mayday though. Despite the fact that they're no longer signed to Strange Music, I've been a fan of Mayday for a long time. You know, it's like these guys are like an amazing rap group, but at the same time, they deliver a whole different sound to the genre, you know? It's like they deliver songs that can really like feel bouncy to it, but at the same time, they still keep it strictly hip hop. You know, it's like I've been a fan of Mayday for a long time. Like the first album I remember listening to by Mayday was Believers that came out in 2013. That was the very first album I've ever heard by Mayday, and when I heard this shit, I was blown away. Like, oh shit, these dudes are fucking dope. And there were so many fucking dope songs on this shit, like Believers, Shots Fired, Unplugged, Last One Standing, uh, High Ride, Shortcuts to Dead Ends. This one's one of my favorites, and Tear Shit Down. Like there was a lot of like really sick albums that they put into this. And then Murs Day, which was like, I think there was a song that Murs did with Mayday. Uh, Bitcoin Breezy, I was really fucking with that one. That shit was definitely an amazing project. Future Vintage, I don't recall hearing this one, but I remember hearing about it. I never really got to check it out. Search Party, I remember I was bragging about Search Party because of how excited I was for it when it dropped, to a point to where Recognize responded to a tweet and completely kept it real with me, you know. South of the Fifth, this one was definitely like one of those like albums that were really bouncy and really enjoyable. You know, it's like it really set a specific mood that really like filled it with good vibes. You know, it's like I was really feeling this one. Finally, Minute to Midnight, I absolutely enjoyed the fuck out of this one. But with the new song, No One's Around, this song was super fucking dope. I really loved it. And again, even though Mayday isn't signed to Strange Music, these dudes, they still keep it completely bumping. You know, it's like music continues to drop and the shit's still fire, you know. Mayday is the one group that I really enjoy listening to, you know. And finally, Make It Last by Devin Terrell. Like I said, man, whole lot of dope projects, whole lot of dope albums. This video is only 12 minutes long, and we really unpacked a lot, you know. It's like I could make the video longer and like really be detailed about a lot of the songs, but I guarantee if I fucking done that, this video would be fucking 20 to 30 minutes long and shit. And I know y'all don't want to hear me rant about like every song and every detail of a song and shit. But honestly, man, like I said, with this new Nas album, it was fire. Um, Drink More Water by Jerry Robinson. That one was dope too. Derek King on Tip. That one was dope. Abyss by Dax. Well, not The Abyss. I think What Is Life? That's the album it was called. So there was a whole lot of like amazing shit. There was a whole lot of amazing shit that came out while I was sick. But you know what? I'm happy to do more Spotify release videos because I'm bringing you like news about dope albums and projects that get released. And like artists that are definitely like popping up or like are really worth bragging about. But again, with this Bizzy Bone song, this shit was a fucking disappointment. I'm a fan of Bizzy Bone. I'm a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. But this one, it just wasn't it, you know? And it's just one of those Bizzy Bone albums that really weren't all that great at all, you know? It's like not even worth fucking even touching, you know? And it sucks because, again, I'm a fan of Bizzy Bone, you know? It's like I enjoyed the War of Roses album. I enjoyed The Mantra, Carbon Monoxide, The Story, Trials and Tribulations. I'm a fan of the fucking Bone Brothers album. I'm a fan of Crossroads 2010. A Song for You. I mean, there's a few songs on it that were alright, and then there were songs that were all that great. Heaven's Movie, I thought that one was dope. The album Busy, I thought that one was exceptional, but it was cool regardless. So it's like there was a whole lot of albums that were really good, and then there were some that really weren't all that worth mentioning. You know, the fucking I'm Busy album was good, but it's like again, there's just some other projects that aren't really enjoyable. You know, it's like I just really can't listen to them because it's just so garbage and rushed, and it just wasn't all that great, you know. And I'm not shitting on Bizzy Bone, you know. Dude's an excellent rapper. Again, I've been a fan of him and Bone Thugs for a long time, practically my whole life. You know, I will always be a Bone Thugs fan, but it's just this one in particular, I just can't vibe with it, you know? I can't fuck with it at all. You know, it's like, it just wasn't all that great. I mean, again, the worst songs that I did like, that I thought were decent, Hurt People, I'm a B.I., The Odyssey, Digital Fentanyl. Those were the 4 songs out of 19 that were actually, like, good. But out of the rest, I just wasn't feeling them. But that does it for today's Spotify video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you checked out any of these albums or singles. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys next video. I'm out. Peace.